Welcome back to All Things Soggy Bunz. I'm really excited for today's deep dive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was browsing Recteq's website, and they've got this awesome article called Campfire Favorites on the Wood Pellet Grill, and I thought,
Wow.
I know, right? So we have to talk about it.
It's amazing what people are doing with wood pellet grills these days. I mean, it's not just grilling. You can
Right.
smoke and bake and roast all sorts of things.
Exactly. And this Recteq article, it really highlights that versatility. They take those like classic campfire flavors
Yeah.
and then elevate them,
Yeah.
with the precision of a wood pellet grill.
Definitely. And let's not forget that we're trying to amp up the menu for Soggy Bunz,
Yes.
which is a Maryland-based food truck and catering service.
Absolutely.
They're known for their comfort food with a twist, so
It's going to be interesting to see how
yeah,
these recipes might inspire them.
for sure.
Okay, so let's jump right in.
Okay.
First up, savory smoked baked beans. Right. I mean, baked beans are already a cookout staple, but imagine them with that like smoky depth of flavor
Oh, yeah.
from a wood pellet grill.
That smoky flavor just takes it to a whole new level.
It does.
And, the article recommends using an enameled cast iron pot.
Really?
Yeah, and that's key for even heat distribution.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, it just adds this rustic campfire vibe to it, don't you think?
It totally does.
Yeah.
Okay, and speaking of rustic, let's move on to homemade jerky.
Oh, homemade jerky.
Yes, this article has a recipe that calls for a 24-hour marinade.
Whoa,
I know, right?
that's intense.
It seems a little intense, but I'm guessing it's worth it for like a melt-in-your-mouth texture.
Absolutely. I mean, the article specifically mentions using flank steak.
Oh.
And flank steak can be a bit tough sometimes.
Yeah.
So that long marinade, it's all about breaking down those muscle fibers
Oh, wow.
with the help of acids and enzymes, so you get incredibly tender jerky in the end.
So it's not just about flavor.
It's science.
Yeah.
It's like a chemistry experiment almost.
And speaking of flavor, the article, it encourages people to experiment with different seasonings and rubs.
Yeah.
Like sweet and spicy, smoky and savory.
Yeah, get creative with it.
Endless possibilities.
Right. And actually, for some inspiration, Soggy Bunz, they're always experimenting with different flavors. So you can check out their website,
Good idea.
soggybunz.com/buns with a Z.
Perfect. All right, so moving on. No campfire experience is complete without hot dogs.
No way.
Right. And Recteq, they don't disappoint.
Nah.
They've got these like next level hot dog recipes that take this classic cookout food to a whole new level.
Give me an example. What are they doing?
Well, they suggest bacon wrapped hot dogs
Okay.
with crisscross cuts.
Genius.
Right.
That is genius.
I know, and those crisscross cuts, they're not just for show.
Right.
They allow this smoke to actually penetrate the hot dog
Oh.
and infuse it with even more flavor.
Wow.
Yeah, and the article suggests some specific rubs from Recteq that would pair perfectly with that.
I love it. You know what I love? I love that they're paying attention to those little details.
Me too.
It really makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they have this crazy idea for croissant-wrapped pigs in a blanket
Oh, hold on. Croissants.
instead of those ordinary hot dog buns.
Oh my goodness. That's like next level indulgence.
It is.
Wow. Soggy Bunz needs to try that.
I know, right?
Yeah, they should.
I think it would be a big hit.
For sure.
Okay, moving on to something a little more wholesome. Foil packet meals.
Oh, yeah. Foil packets.
The article has this great recipe with onions, herbs, sweet potatoes, and chicken thighs.
Mmm.
It sounds delicious and super easy to prepare.
Yeah, and you know what's great about foil packets?
Yeah.
The convenience. You just throw everything in a foil packet, toss it on the grill,
Yeah.
and you have a complete, perfectly portioned meal
Right.
with minimal cleanup.
Exactly. It's like perfect for camping and stuff too.
Absolutely.
So easy.
Yeah, and the possibilities are endless. You could swap out the chicken for salmon or
Yep.
add different veggies.
Oh, totally.
Get creative with the spices.
It's like a blank canvas.
Exactly. You can really tailor it to your liking.
All right. So I know we can't talk about campfire food without mentioning s'mores.
Of course not. S'mores are a must.
Right. And actually, Recteq has some tricks up their sleeve for making your s'mores even more amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Well, first of all, they recommend using a mesh cooking mat on the grill
Okay.
for those perfectly roasted marshmallows.
I see.
So it prevents them from falling through the grates.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Right.
Yeah, I've lost a few marshmallows to the fire.
Me too.
Yeah,
It's always sad.
it's a tragedy.
And they also suggest using mini candy bars.
What?
Yeah.
Instead of the traditional Hershey square.
Instead of the squares.
That's a fun idea.
I know, right? You could have like a whole s'mores bar with different mini candy bars.
You could have a whole spread.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, but wait. They also have a recipe for cast iron skillet s'mores dip.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
What is s'mores dip?
Okay, so imagine this. You layer chocolate and marshmallows in a cast iron skillet.
Okay.
Heat it through on the grill until it's all gooey and melty.
Yay.
And then you serve it with graham crackers for dipping.
That sounds incredible.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
You could even add some of Soggy Bunz's famous cookies to the mix.
Stop it.
Right?
That is genius.
Warm, gooey chocolate chip cookie dipped in s'mores dip.
Oh my goodness.
I think we need to make this happen.
You need to pitch this to them right now.
I know.
That's amazing.
So this deep dive is really highlighting the versatility of a wood pellet grill. You know, you can go from savory smoked baked beans to a decadent s'mores dip, all on the same grill.
It's amazing. And I think what I like most about how Recteq presents these recipes
Yeah.
is it's like they give you those extra tips and creative twists.
Right.
So it really encourages you to think outside the box and elevate those campfire favorites.
Exactly. It's all about taking those like familiar flavors and giving them a unique twist.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we'll inspire Soggy Bunz's next menu item.
I have a feeling their customers will love whatever they come up with.
They will?
And speaking of Soggy Bunz, you know, if you're looking for some inspiration right now,
Yeah.
you can visit their website, soggybunz.com. That's buns with a Z.
Yes.
Yeah,
They've got something for everyone.
they do.
Okay, so out of all these like campfire-inspired dishes,
Yeah.
what stands out to you the most?
Honestly, I'm really drawn to the versatility of those foil packet meals.
Yeah.
Like the possibilities are just endless.
They are.
But, you know, I also love the simplicity of the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Elevated with those creative touches.
Yeah, the bacon wrap and the crisscross cuts.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes all the difference.
It really does.
And I have to say, I'm still thinking about those smoked baked beans.
No, the smoked baked beans.
That smoky flavor sounds so good.
It does. That's definitely high on my list to try as well. But I think what's most fascinating to me here is that underlying theme of adaptability.
What do you mean?
Well, we're taking these classic campfire dishes
Right.
and we're adapting them to this new cooking method, the wood pellet grill.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's like we're merging the rustic charm of campfire cooking
Yeah.
with the convenience and precision of a modern grill.
I like that.
Yeah. And it's something that Soggy Bunz excels at.
For sure.
You know, taking those familiar flavors and presenting them in new and exciting ways.
Absolutely. They're always pushing the boundaries of what's possible with food,
Yeah.
but they still maintain that sense of comfort and nostalgia.
It's a winning combination for sure.
Yeah, it really is. You know, it's funny, we were talking about adapting those like classic campfire dishes for a wood pellet grill, but it got me thinking,
What are you thinking?
what if Soggy Bunz took it a step further?
Okay, I'm listening.
What if they created like a whole campfire classics section on their menu,
Ooh.
you know? Feature those smoked baked beans, maybe a gourmet version of those bacon-wrapped hot dogs
Yes.
with fancy topping.
Oh my gosh.
And they could even do a limited time offering of those croissant-wrapped pigs in a blanket.
People would go crazy for that.
I know, right?
That's amazing.
And then they could offer like a build-your-own foil packet meal option.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. Customers could choose their protein, their veggies, their seasonings.
Oh, that's so interactive.
I know, right? It'd be fun.
Yeah.
And then for dessert,
Yes.
a special s'mores station
Oh my God, stop.
where people could create their own masterpiece.
With all the mini candy bar options.
Yes.
And maybe some gourmet toppings like flavored marshmallows or cookie crumbles.
It would be amazing. Okay, Soggy Bunz, if you're listening,
Yeah.
we're putting this idea out into the universe.
Campfire Classics menu.
Make it happen.
Please. I think it would be a huge hit. You know, it really taps into that sense of nostalgia and comfort
Yeah.
that people associate with campfire cooking, but it elevates it with like Soggy Bunz's signature creativity and gourmet touch.
Exactly. And it aligns with their commitment to using fresh, high-quality ingredients
Yeah.
and pushing the boundaries of what's possible with comfort food.
Absolutely. Speaking of Soggy Bunz, let's remind our listeners where they can find them.
Yes. If you're in Maryland, be sure to track down the Soggy Bunz food truck
Yeah.
or check out their website for catering options. That's soggybunz.com for Soggy Bunz with a Z.
And be sure to follow them on social media to stay up to date on their latest menu offerings and locations.
Yes. Okay. Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Recteq's campfire favorites on the wood pellet grill.
Ah.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling really inspired to get cooking.
Me too. I think we successfully planted the seed for that Campfire Classics menu at Soggy Bunz.
Fingers crossed.
We'll have to keep an eye out.
I know I'm going to be stalking their social media.
Me too.
But in the meantime, we encourage all of our listeners to embrace the spirit of campfire cooking. You know, whether you have a wood pellet grill or a traditional fire pit or even just your oven,
Yeah.
you can recreate those delicious flavors and create some fun memories along the way.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to get creative, experiment with different ingredients and techniques. That's what cooking is all about.
Well said. Well, thank you for joining us on this culinary adventure.
Yes, thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of campfire favorites.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the All Things Soggy Buns podcast. We'll be back soon with more delicious insights and culinary inspiration. Until then, happy cooking.